Hi crafty friends, Mary here. I am back with 3 card shares for Snowmen of January. Meant to block there, or meant to freeze. I'm getting old. What can I say? All the card shares you are for this one stamp. This stamp is by Impression Obsession. It's their Serendipity line. I love this little stamp. It's not so little actually. It's a good size. I've already made a couple of cards with it, and I'm going to show you 3 more cards that I made with it. And let's start. We're going to start with this card. I use blues, and I did some paper piecing on this card. If you look underneath, I have this pattern paper. It's a 6x6 paper, and it has little tiny stars. I can't tell you who makes it because it was a single sheet that was floating around in my little paper bin. And I tried to find what pad it was from, and no luck. It doesn't even have, like the normal, like some pads have a little strip here. Well, this one doesn't even have the little hole, but this one pad had a hole, but no banding strip. So I couldn't even use that as a guide. No marks at all. So I used that and for my background, and I used the dye, but it doesn't really show up. But I wanted just a little bit of color because I used the same paper for the body of the snowman. And so I stamped him on the pattern paper, and then I stamped him again out of glitter cardstock. And the glitter cardstock that I use is this pad by the Paper Studio. So it's Hobby Lobby's paper pack, and I used the white. It's a really nice white, and it's a nice weight. It's not super thick. It's not super soft. Does it say the weight here? I don't see it. This pad is from 2015, but I know they still make it. And I like it because it die cuts really nice. I have other glitter cardstock, but it's chunkier, and it die cuts a little harder. So this one is really nice, and it cuts really nice. And it's really hard to find white cardstock in these paper pads. So I always gravitate to this one. It comes out in around Christmas time, and I always grab it because I'm always in need of white cardstock, especially during the winter. So this is what I used. I used it for, so I stamped the snowman again, at least the top part of him again, and I used it for the star and for his wings, and for the snow here, which I just kind of fussy cut. I just kind of did a simple hilly, and then just with a straight edge with my guillotine cutter, just cut him off. He is popped up, so the wings are offset, or the wings are attached straight down without any dimension, and he's on foam, on one layer of foam, so the wings are behind him. I went very simple with the coloring. I was going to also paper piece the scarf and his little gloves and stuff, but at the end I ended up just coloring in the accents, like his little floral crown and the other 2 accents with blue, and just called it a day. Then I decided to do a top layer of vellum, and to make it a little bit interesting, I don't know if it is going to show up on the camera, but I used these dies, this Alta New die. It's called String Art, and it just does piecing or piercing of stars Can you see it? Can you see it at all? It's very faint, a lot fainter than I thought. And the holes are really tiny. I don't know if it's meant to actually put string in there, or you know, embossing thread. They're very tiny holes. So I put those stars all over the background paper. I die cut them into the background vellum paper for a little added interest. And then this calendar, the January, comes from this sheet of paper that's from this pad of paper, I believe. Yes, from this pad of paper, which is by We Are Memory Keepers, and this is old. All my paper pads are really old, because I haven't bought paper in ages. I told myself I had to stop buying paper and use what I have. There's one in pink too, so I used the one in blue. I was going to use the whole, all 3 months of winter, but I just ended up going with January, since it is Snowmen of January. So I did, that one. So those are the colors, or the paper pads that I used on that. And then I have these silver snowflakes, or not snowflakes, but stars. And they are old also, and I believe I got them a couple years back. I know I've had them for a long time. And they came in a kit, and I want to say that they were Studio Calico. I tend to put all my chipboard and stuff in these little containers, and I tend to keep the label, cut the label off. But I'm not sure if it's for these little stars that are open or for the closed ones. So I'm sorry about that, but they're these silver ones. And since there's no other label in there, I'm thinking that everything in this little pile is from Studio Calico. So that's where these came from. And that's this card. I think it came out really cute. I'm not really happy with the little crown of in blue, but overall I'm happy with the rest of the card. Very simple, but it actually took a little bit of time to do this card. So I haven't done anything on the inside because I'm not sure who I'm going to send it to. So I'm just going to wait and see. Yeah, I'm going to wait and see. And if anybody's interested, I do have a stamp that I stamp my cards when I'm mailing them. I've had it for many, many, many years. It's this one. I just got it at one of the office supply stores. And I'm lucky that both my first name and my last name starts with an M. So I made this, I created or designed this stamp for myself and gave them a CD back when CDs, you know, when you gave people, I don't know if it was a CD, I think it was a flash drive, to be honest. And they sent it out to have it done. So I just usually stamp this down. And then just add a date of when I made the card. That's my first card. Let's move on to the next card. The next card is, I'll move this over here, is this card. And I like this card too. I didn't color the snowman on this card. I went with black and red. And I used paper pads from this Tim Holtz paper pad, and it's the Christmas collection from a couple of years back. What year was this? Was this 2 or 3 years old? It may even be older. I don't see a date on it at all. Let's see if it's on the back. There's two pads in here. 2017, so it is indeed older. Yeah, and the item number for this is TH93625. Yeah. And it's 24 papers. And it's 8 designs. And it just says Christmas, Noel, Navidad. So I used 2 sheets. Let's see. I don't know if I have another one of the same one. Yeah, is this one? Yeah, it's this one. And unfortunately, I love this plaid, but the one that I used, the text one, is on the background. So I had to be very creative how I used both sides. So what I did was I used only half of it, or a little bit that was left when I die cut this. I die cut it smaller than the A2 size, so I would have enough from my 8x8 pad to use both sides. So and it has words of let's grab the piece of paper again. It has words of Christmas and winter too, because it has where is it? Dashing through the snow, baby, it's cold outside, winter wishes, peace and joy, Christmas time for the holidays. So it's kind of like all Christmas and winter sayings or quotes. So it's a nice paper pad. I really like it. There's another one in here that's really cute. This one's really cute. Isn't it nice? I like how it's vintagey because it has kind of a tea dye effect to it. And also, where's the other one? I like this red polka dot one. It's just a nice pad. I think at the time I bought 2 of them because I like this so much. So back to the card. So, and as a divider between the two, so the seam was hidden, I used a ribbon, and this ribbon has kind of a silver shine to it. Let me grab it over here. It's here. It's kind of a pretty see-through ribbon. And does it have any kind of information? It's a Michaels ribbon. It says polyester, nylon, and metallic. No other real information. No name. Just celebrated. Tied to, yeah. I think it's like a holiday ribbon. I don't know. It must be holiday because, but yeah, I like it. It has a very metallic shine to it. Silver. So it goes really well with the silver star that I added to the snowman. And what I did for that is I actually I cut the snowman in half around and cut around the arms and kind of lifted them up so he's holding the 3-dimensional star. I cut off the cardstock ribbon and created not ribbon, I cut off his wings, his cardstock wings, and created wings out of vellum. And I didn't glue them down. I just glued them because I created the whole body. I stamped the whole body in the whole upper body in the vellum so that I could glue the bottom part or the middle of the body down, and the wings would be unglued. So they had kind of, you could lift them up if I wanted to, kind of lift them up like that. And then, like I said, I didn't color the body at all of the snowman or the face at all. I colored his mittens and his scarf. And the mittens I colored initially gray like the scarf, but I didn't care for it and then recolored them red, hoping to get this red, but it didn't work out. The shade was off. In fact, all the reds are kind of off, and I may tweak that later. And then once colored, I added stickles. I added silver stickles to the scarf and the hat, the pom-pom and the trim of the hat. The hat, I wanted to change up the greenery that he normally has on his head. So I dig through my stash and found this set from Tailored Expressions, and I used this hat, which this hat which comes with a die, but I didn't use the die. I just fussy cut it because the die leaves a white border, so I was going to have to fussy cut around the white border anyway. So I just stamped it, colored it, and then fussy cut the hat off to give it a different look. And like I said, I wanted to come close to this color, but I'm not quite there. So I think I may go back and tweak the red hat a little bit. But overall, I really like this. I really like the contrast between the white, the black, and the red. So I think this is probably my favorite of the three that I've done today. Yeah, probably, but they're all really cool. So I'm not sure. I can't pick a favorite. And then I added some sticko dots on the corners and some enamel dots. And I'm terrible at adding enamel dots. They just don't seem to form good circles for me. Even if I swirl them, and they have little weird points on them, and they just don't behave right. I'm better off just buying pre-made dots and using them. So, but you know, I keep trying. And then I also added stickles to his little dots. So that's it. That's this card. I really like this card. This is me. I like the contrasts of the bold colors. And then on the inside, I added a little bit of the two pattern papers, which I normally don't, but I've been inspired by some of the ladies that do something in the inside. And once again, I didn't put a sentiment on the inside because I'm not sure who's going to get this card. So I left it blank. But another card. Another snowman card. I just love this little guy. Okay, so next card. The next and last card for today. This card. This card has a shaker element on the front of it. It's a flat shaker. Really cute. If you're interested in learning how to do a flat shaker, let me know in the comments and I would be glad to do a little tutorial. They're super easy. So what I did for this one is I used, well, the stripe paper is from this Teresa Collins paper pad. Once again, is old, from Hobby Lobby. Probably got it when it was on sale for 50% because I don't buy paper full price. And it's from 2013, so that should tell you how old it is. And I haven't really used a lot. I don't use a lot of paper pads. I don't use a lot of paper, but I do collect a lot of paper. I love paper, but I don't use a lot of it because I tend to just hoard it. But I've been inspired by a lot of the ladies, Anna specifically, who's been digging around her paper, and I've noticed she uses paper, not necessarily winter paper, on her winter cards. And a light bulb went up in my head, like, duh. Color is color. It doesn't have to be, you know, a preset winter palette to be, you know, good for a winter card. So I digged out all my papers, you know. I have them right here next to my desk anyways, and started looking around, and sure enough, I found colors that go with my stamps, or that can easily go with my papers. So I started using them for these cards, and I'm really happy that I did. So once again, this background paper is from Teresa Collins pad. The frame of my shaker is from a die by Diversions, and the word it's meant to be like oh, what do you call those things, like not a Polaroid, but like, I'll think of the word. I can't think of the word right now, but the word is smile in here, and once I die cut it, I trimmed the word off because I didn't want it in my project. So I trimmed the word off and then just used the little box, and I inked it with Distress ink with Salvage Patina. It was the closest thing that came to the paper pad, to the paper in the background. I colored the snowman with two markers, two alcohol markers, like a teal and a blue, and then I did very little coloring, and then I did it on his scarf. I didn't color the wings. I just used Winkostella on them to give them a little glitter. I was going to color the background, but then I decided to just leave it white. And so I did. I walked away from it because I was going to color it in a darker color. Once again, I'm all about the contrast. I like contrast, but I left it white. This element came from a 12 by 12 paper pack by DCWV that I've had also in my possession for a long time. It was one of their cut-aparts. A sheet, from what year is this? I don't even know if it says. 2014, and it's called The Winter in the Woods Stack. And it's from, let me see if I could find where I cut it from. Right here. Nope. Is it that one? Yeah, it was from right here. From this cut-aparts sheet. Probably another one in here. Yeah, right here. So it has a couple of cute cut-aparts, and some of them have glitter. Some of them, even this one has a little bit of glitter in the berries. So it's a really nice pad. But like this pad, I love this, but I don't want to use it because I don't want it. And I wish I could find this in a smaller pad because I would like the size of this, the scale to be smaller, but I haven't been able to find it in a smaller. This dark, I'm not a earth tone girl, but these trees in this kind of craft background, isn't it pretty? Love it. There's another one that I liked. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. I can't find it now. This sweater. Isn't it nice? Wouldn't it be nice to have it in a smaller scale? Yeah, this is nice too. So it's a nice pad. So that's where I got this, and it's a little card, and I just trimmed around it. I didn't want another square element, so I just wanted a little bit, and then I added a white ribbon to it. And that's it. That's my card. That's it. I added some stars. Oh, yeah. I believe this is from the sequence mix. I think it's from Michael's, or is it from Joann's? No, no, it's actually Hobby Lobby, and it's called Unicorn Tears. Unicorn Tears. So, and it has like they have kind of like in certain lights they're blue, but then when you move them around they have like a purplish pinkish tone to them, so they definitely change in the color in different lighting. So that's that card. So 3 cards that are, I think, very different to each other. For this time around, and the month is it's almost over. So Snowman in December. I'm creating a new tag there. No, Snowman of January is almost over, and I have so much enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what Anne has planned for us in February. And I still have a couple other cards that I need to videotape and share with you guys. They were already done. They were done a couple days ago, but I haven't recorded them. These I just finished today. So I have to do those maybe tomorrow during the daytime. Until next time, take care, and thanks for joining me. Bye.